Hello everybody, my name is Ray. Welcome to the Evangelical Dark Web. We got a quick video today because this week we're going to be talking a lot about the Southern Baptist Convention. Their annual Southern Baptist Convention is going to kick off tomorrow, Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. But today they still got some festivities going on. Yesterday they had some festivities going on. And with that said, I got my final predictions for the SBC of 2022. Now, at this time, the Pastors Conference is about to happen today, I believe. And then the resolutions have not been actually released as far as I can tell, so I have no idea what the resolutions will be in my predictions. So with that said, we're going to start off with the Pastors Conference. I'm calling it right now, and by the way, you should like the video, also subscribe to the channel, and watch the live stream that Evangelical Dark Web will be doing on this channel, of course, tomorrow at around noon o'clock Eastern is when that'll kick off. So kicking off, the first prediction I got is Voddie Baucham will be nominated and elected president of the Pastors Conference. Voddie Baucham will achieve victory. I believe this will happen for a few reasons. One, he is the highest name ID candidate in that race. Two, I don't know who else is in that race. If there is another opponent, they are lesser known. And there might also be a second opponent splitting their vote because there will be a lot of people enthusiastic to vote Voddie Baucham for that position. Voddie Baucham did not want to become president of the Southern Baptist Convention. He cited the fact that he was ineligible. However, he does not believe that same ineligibility for president of the SBC applies to the Pastors Conference. I don't get how that works, but I'm sure he has a reason other than I don't want the job. Anyway, that is my number one prediction. This will be, or my first prediction, not my number one prediction. But it is a hot take considering the next predictions that I have is that Bart Barber will win the SBC presidency. So Voddie Baucham will get a lot of momentum for the Conservative Baptist Network going in to day one on Tuesday, but that will not be enough. They simply will not have the numbers to elect Tom Askell president of the Southern Baptist Convention. Last year, 60% of the messengers voted for a liberal candidate the first round, and in the second round, we saw most of the Mueller vote break for Ed Litton instead of Mike Stone. I don't see those same people voting for Tom Askell. They will vote for Bart Barber instead. Bart Barber is a puppet of the establishment. He's a creature of the SBC establishment, the ERLC, and many of those other institutions that conservatives hate. But I don't think they have the votes. I do not think that they have the body count. I don't think there's as much enthusiasm to show up. I don't think the Conservative Baptist Network has done a good job messaging the situation. I think they've been pretty inept at trying to counter the influence of Ed Litton and the disastrous presidency he has had. I don't think they've been doing a good job, to be honest. And their messaging of change the direction, I feel like, is inadequate because they have not done a good enough job articulating who is the enemy within the church. So, with that said, I believe Bart Barber will handily win. I don't think this will go to a runoff. I think he will breach 50% in the first round because Robin Hadaway is the third candidate in that race, and I think he'll get 4%. Pretty negligible, all things considered. So, after Voddie Baucham wins the Pastors Conference, I am predicting that Bart Barber will completely crush the SBC presidency. That leads us to prediction number 3. I believe I have 6. The Southern Baptist Convention will vote, the messengers, that is, they will vote to fund victim liability. And this has to do with the Sex Abuse Task Force report. This could happen one of two ways. Guidepost Solutions in the Sex Abuse Task Force report recommended that the cooperative program fund liability payouts for victims of sex abuse by members of the executive committee or elsewhere in the Southern Baptist Convention. This is a sharp admonition against Baptist polity. Baptists cooperate for missions, not for liability. But I don't think the messengers will think that far ahead. Yes, I'm being very cynical as it relates to the messengers of the Southern Baptist Convention. I have very little confidence in their ability to politically maneuver the situation. They didn't do it well last time. They're not going to do it well this time. Past performance is the best predictor of future performance. And in this case, I don't think enough Southern Baptists have learned their lessons from last year. So expect either the recommendations of the Sex Abuse Task Force report will be adopted summarily, or they will specifically vote on the liability program, of which Send Relief, which is a joint program of NAM and the IMB, will have a motion for that program to be adopted. So that's prediction number 3. They will do this. I don't think there will be that much debate because the format of the Southern Baptist Convention does not allow for that much debate. Prediction number 4. An extremely liberal resolution will be tabled. It will be passed by the Resolutions Committee, but tabled, not put before a vote before the entire messenger audience. This happens routinely. Last year, the Resolutions Committee had an anti-Trump, anti-January 6th resolution that did not go before the Southern Baptist Convention for a vote. I can imagine a similar situation happening this year, especially since Bart Barber is one of the heads in charge of the Resolutions Committee. He's also running for president on the liberal wing of the Southern Baptist Convention. So, with that said, he will definitely have some symbolic victories just to show you how much they own the Resolutions Committee. That is prediction number 4. I don't know what the resolution will be about. It could be a gun control resolution. It could be a resolution supporting red flag laws, for all I know. That would be my biggest guess. I'm not going to write that one down, but I think they're going to have a very liberal resolution that doesn't go to market. Number 5, and this is also about resolutions. There will be a resolution condemning vaccine mandates will be rejected by the Resolutions Committee, and you will see this on the program of the Southern Baptist Convention. It has not come out yet, but when it does, it will show all the resolutions that were submitted, all the signatures on those resolutions, even if there's 1,300 signatories on a resolution condemning critical race theory, as there was last year, that was not allowed to be voted on by the messengers. How embarrassing was that? Well, not very embarrassing if you are a liberal, because that's what they wanted. They got exactly what they wanted. So, with that said, I think there will be a resolution condemning vaccine mandates that will be in the program, and it will be rejected by the Resolutions Committee. Additionally, we got to talk about the International Mission Board having a vaccine mandate. They would not want to condemn a resolution condemning the current activity of the International Mission Board now, would they? And lastly, there will be a Great Reset resolution. That is a resolution supporting the Ukrainians' fight for the Great Reset, George Soros, and their kleptocratic dictator, Volodymyr Zelensky. I think that's kind of a given that there's going to be a resolution on that. I mean, ironically, if, the Southern Baptist Convention, I do believe, had a resolution condoning the Iraq War, despite the fact that the Iraq War had more civilian casualties, and it's not even close, than the Russian invasion of Ukraine, but still. I totally see that one. I think that's a given that they're going to have a very liberal resolution supporting the Great Reset's war in Ukraine. So, with that said, those are my 6 predictions for the annual Southern Baptist Convention of 2022. Tell me what you think about what I think. Let me know what your predictions are. And don't forget to catch the live stream on the Evangelical Dark Web, the future of Christian media. Because we're not these celebrity simping people over at Christian Post, and we're not these liberals over at Christianity Today. So, Evangelical Dark Web is where you want to go. Subscribe to that RSS feed. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you really want to support us, head on over to evangelicaldarkweb.org/join. We got a Patreon-like system built into the website, and you can support us for as little as $5 a month. Have a blessed day, and I will catch you on the next one.